Hello and welcome to KWASU-Virtual. In this quick tutorial, I'll show you how to generate a user profile if you're a new student, and at the same time, how to enroll yourself into your virtual classes, whether you're a new student or a returning student. In case you encounter any errors in this account creation or enrollment process, I'll show you how to solve such issues. Next, I'll show you how to log in to your user profile on KWASU-Virtual, and similarly show you how to solve any issues that might arise while trying to log in, for example, invalid password. After you have successfully logged into KWASU-Virtual, you'll learn how to locate your virtual classes. And then, in case you need to unenroll yourself from any of these classes, you'll see how to do that. Finally, this tutorial rounds up by showing you how to get further help or support. KWASU-Virtual is the official online platform for teaching and learning here at Kwara State University. To gain access to KWASU-Virtual, you need three main things: a digital device that has a web browser and connection to the internet. Before we proceed, it is important to note that KWASU-Virtual is quite different from KWASU Portal. KWASU-Virtual is for online classes, whereas KWASU Portal is a student information management system for storing and processing your records, including course registrations, results, payments, and transcripts, as well as any other data regarding your studentship status here at KWASU. The process of generating a profile and enrolling into your virtual classes is one and the same, whether you're a new student or a returning student. What you need to do is to go to KWASU Portal, that is portal.kwasu.edu.ng. Then log in. Within KWASU Portal, you need to take 5 steps. The first is to complete your course registration. The second step applies to new students. That is, you need to generate a matric number. After that, the third step is to go back to the student menu and click LMS Enrolment. Then, the fourth step is to choose all the options that are applicable to you. And then, finally, click Submit. If you took these 5 steps correctly, then you should get a feedback that looks like this, showing that you have a profile now on KWASU-Virtual and that you have enrolled into your courses successfully. However, if you get any other type of feedback that is not green like this, probably you see record count 1 alone, or you get any other error message, then you need to troubleshoot the causes of this problem. For example, if you have not done your course thread, you need to do so. If you have not generated a matric number, you need to do so. If you selected a wrong academic session here, you need to pick the right one. Sometimes, there could be a network connectivity issue between the portal and the LMS. In such a situation, you need to try again when things normalize. But the most popular reason for such an error is when your email address is wrong on your student portal. So, to verify the correctness of your email address on your KWASU portal, you need to go to the top of your screen and then click these 3 dots. And then click on your profile picture. From there, you'll be able to see your email address. If you see multiple email addresses or a very long or erroneous email address, then that could be the cause of your problem. To solve this, what you need to do is to contact the site administrator for school portal. That is by sending an email to cithelpdesk@kwasu.edu.ng. After your email address has been corrected, then you can retry the 5 steps I showed you previously. Now that you have successfully generated a user profile and enrolled in your virtual classes, you need to go ahead and log in on KWASU-Virtual. So open your web browser and go to lms.kwasu.edu.ng. Now in the login page, your username is your matric number, and then your password is your surname typed in lowercase letters. To log out, simply click on your name at the top of your screen and then click Log Out from the drop-down menu. In case you are unable to log in with your surname simply typed in lowercase, then it's possible that there could be any of these following errors. First of all, make sure that you have an active user profile on KWASU-Virtual. If not, go back to the beginning of this video to learn how to generate one for yourself. Otherwise, if you're sure that you have an active user profile on KWASU-Virtual, then go ahead and log in with your surname typed in lowercase, because this process is case sensitive. If this does not still work for you, then check whether there is a space at the front of the surname or behind the surname or somewhere in between the surname. Or you could check to see if your surname could have a special character like a hyphen or an apostrophe. If these do not work for you, then you could check to see whether any of your other names will work for this, perhaps your first name or your middle name. But if all of these do not work for you, then you can contact us for help as explained at the end of this video. After you have successfully logged into KWASU-Virtual as an authenticated user, the next logical thing to do is to locate your virtual classes. To do so, check this navigation bar and then point to My Courses. This will bring a drop-down list of all the courses that you have enrolled in. In case you are doing this with a narrow display like on a mobile phone, the navigation bar will not be exposed like this. You will first need to click on this hamburger icon to reveal the link to My Courses and other contents of the navigation bar. In case you want to learn other ways to locate your courses or any other thing about KWASU-Virtual, you can also click on the student guides and see more tutorials like this. Sometimes, you might find some courses that you had registered on Portal and enrolled into its virtual classes previously within this your My Courses list. In such a situation, if you want to also unenroll from such classes on the LMS, you need to open each of such courses one at a time. Then, open the side navigation panel on the top left. Then, scroll down to the course administration block. Then, click on Enroll Me. A note of warning before we continue. This process is final and you will lose any grade that you might have earned in the course. Therefore, you should only confirm this step if you are sure that you are not currently registered in the course on KWASU portal. So if you need further help or support, the first is that if the issue is about KWASU portal, then send an email to the site administrator of the portal as highlighted here. If it is about accessing KWASU-Virtual, then you can send an email to the administrator of the LMS as shown here. But please make sure you abide by the etiquettes of email. For example, identify yourself correctly, attach any relevant evidence, and then state clearly the kind of support that you need. Next, if you have any issues regarding any specific course, for example, the course content, the configuration of the quizzes, attendance, and any other activity, then we need to contact the relevant course instructors. Finally, in case you want to learn any other thing about KWASU-Virtual, you can also click on the student guides and see more tutorials like this. So that's all. By now, you should be able to do all of this. Thank you very much for your time, and do have a rewarding experience on KWASU-Virtual.